Hi, my name is Jack. I live in a quiet town. With my wife, Emily, we have been married for a few years. And life is good, but one day, Emily and I talk about something we've both been thinking about for a long time. Growing our family, but we don't want to do it in the usual way. We decide to adopt. At first, we're excited. The idea of bringing children into our home feels special, but we are also a little scared. It's a big decision. Emily worries. What if we're not ready? I smile and tell her, we'll learn as we go. We don't have to be perfect. Emily nods, but I can see the nervous look in her eyes. It's true. We don't know what will happen, but I tell myself, we'll figure it out together. Months later, we finally get the call. We're going to meet the children. Emily and I are so excited. But when we arrive, we see two very shy faces. There's a girl named Lily and a boy named Max. Lily is 10 years old and Max is 6. Emily tries to break the ice. She kneels down and says, "Hi, Lily. Hi, Max. I'm Emily. And this is Jack." But they just stare at us, not saying a word. I try to make a joke. "Do you guys like pizza? I bet we could have a pizza party later." Still, no response. Emily gives me a look that says, "This is harder than I thought." And she's right. It's going to take time. We drive home in silence, thinking about how we can make them feel comfortable. The next day, Lily and Max come to live with us. We have prepared everything. Emily made their rooms cozy with soft blankets and colorful toys. I spent hours trying to make everything just right, but when they arrive, things don't go as smoothly as we hoped. Lily stays in her room, barely speaking. Max has trouble sleeping and wakes up crying at night. Emily looks at me, tired and worried. "Are we doing something wrong?" she asks. I shake my head. No, they just need time to feel safe. One night, Max has a big meltdown. He throws his toy car on the floor and starts crying. I freeze. Emily quickly picks him up, holding him tight. "It's okay, Max. You are safe here." But he keeps crying. I feel helpless. I thought we were ready, but maybe I was wrong. As the days go by, things start to change. Just a little, we begin to learn more about Lily and Max. Lily loves to draw. She spends hours with her sketchbook. One day, she shows me one of her pictures. It's a drawing of a house, our house. I smile and say, "You're really good at this, Lily. You could be an artist someday." For the first time, she smiles back at me. It's a small smile, but it means a lot. Max, on the other hand, loves soccer. He kicks a ball around the backyard, and I join him sometimes. He doesn't say much, but when he's playing soccer, he seems happy. Emily and I talk about it. At night, they are opening up, she says, slowly but surely. I nod. It's hard work, but we're making progress. But not everything is easy. One morning, Lily refuses to go to school. She says, "I don't want to go. I don't know anyone there." I try to explain that making friends takes time, but she just shrugs and walks away. Emily is worried. She asks, what if she never adjusts? I don't have an answer. All I can say is, we have to keep trying. Later that day, Max comes home from school with a note. The teacher says he has been acting out in class. Emily reads the note aloud. Max got into an argument with another student. I sigh. It feels like we're always dealing with one problem after another. That night, I sit with Max. I ask him, "Why did you fight with the other boy?" Max looks down and says, "He called me stupid." I tell him, "I know it's hard, but we have to stay calm. We can talk about things instead of fighting. Max nods, but I can see he's still upset. Parenting is tough, tougher than I ever imagined. One evening, after a particularly hard day, I suggest we will have a family meeting. Emily agrees, and we sit down with Lily and Max. I ask them, what has been bothering you? How can we make things better? Lily stays quiet, her eyes on the floor. Max speaks up first. I don't like it when people yell. Emily and I exchange glances. We have been so stressed, and sometimes we have raised our voices without realizing it. I understand, I say. We will work on that. We will all try to stay calm. Max nods. Then, to our surprise, Lily speaks. I just want to feel normal, she whispers. Emily reaches out and takes our hand. You are normal, Lily. We are all learning how to be a family. It is okay to feel scared. Lily doesn't say anything, but she squeezes Emily's hand. It is a small moment, but it feels like a breakthrough. After that meeting, we start making changes. We create a daily routine to help the kids feel more secure. Every morning, we eat breakfast together. In the evening, we play board games or watch a movie. Weekends are for family outings, usually to the park, where Max can play soccer. Lily spends more time drawing, and I make sure to check out her new pictures. One day, she surprises me with a drawing of the whole family. Me, Emily, Max, and her. This is us, she says shyly. I feel a lump in my throat. It's beautiful, Lily, I say. Thank you. Emily is so happy. When I tell her about it later, we are really becoming a family, she says with a smile. But even with the progress, there are still hard days. Max has tantrums sometimes, and Lily still keeps to herself, more than we'd like. But we're learning to be patient. We remind ourselves that families aren't built overnight. Just when things seem to be improving, we hit another rough patch. One afternoon, I get a call from Max's school. The teacher says he got into a fight with another boy. He hit him, the teacher says. I feel my heart sink. Not again, I think. Max has been doing so well lately. At home, Emily and I sit down with Max. I ask him what happened. Max says, the other boy pushed me first. He's upset, and I understand. But we have to teach him that hitting isn't the answer. We need to find other ways to deal with anger. I tell him. Emily nods in agreement. Next time, come to us or the teacher. If you are upset, we will help you, she says. Max promises to do better, but I know it is hard for him. He's still learning how to deal with his emotions. A few weeks later, something wonderful happens. Lily has a school art show, and she's excited about it. Emily and I make sure to be there early. When we walk into the school, Lily shows us her drawing on the wall. It's a picture of a sunny day with a big tree and a house. Emily beams. Lily, this is amazing. You're so talented, she says. I agree, feeling proud of her. For the first time, I see Lily smile. Not just a small smile, but a big, happy one. That evening, after the art show, we go out for ice cream to celebrate. Lily talks more than she ever has before. I like school now, she says. I have a new friend named Sarah. Emily and I exchange glances, and we can hardly believe it. Lily is opening up. She's becoming more confident. But just as we start feeling comfortable, something else happens. One day, Lily wakes up with a fever. She's burning hot, and Emily and I are worried. We take her to the doctor, and luckily, it's just a cold, but Lily has to stay in bed for a few days. Max is worried about his sister. Is she going to be okay? He asks. I reassure him, yes, she just needs some rest. Max helps out by bringing water to her room and drawing her pictures. To cheer her up, Emily stays by Lily's side, reading her stories and making sure she eats soup. Even though it is a tough few days, we feel closer as a family. We are all taking care of each other, just like a family should. As we sit together one evening, I look at Emily, Lily, and Max. We have come a long way. It hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. We are not just a house full of people anymore. We are a family. We have had our challenges, our fights, and our tears, but we have also had laughter, hugs, and ice cream. Family is about sticking together. I tell Max one evening, when he asks why we don't give up when things get hard, and it is true. We have learned that being a family doesn't mean being perfect. It means loving each other, even on the tough days. And as I sit with Emily and the kids, I realize that's exactly what we are. A family, not perfect, but perfectly ours. Our journey has taught me that family isn't about being perfect. It is about showing up every day and doing the best you can. It is about learning from your mistakes, being patient, and always having each other's backs. We are not done learning, but that's okay. We will face each new challenge together, just like we have done so far. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel.